Why do people go into marriage? Probably because of children, because of compatibility, because you want to fit in the society. Okay, let's see why people get married. Hello guys, hello, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kate Alexi. uh it's another beautiful day. I thank God for making it possible for us to see a lovely day like this, and it's not by power neither by our might that we are able to see today. Is by his grace and mercy that we are alive. And today I'm going to be talking about marriage. So when we are talking about marriage, we're talking about two people coming together as one, according to the Bible. And the Bible says, whosoever findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain a favor from the Lord. And I really want to emphasize on this. Are we really doing what the Bible says concerning marriage? Are the men really finding the women, or the women finding the men? In Africa setting, I noticed we the ladies are becoming so desperate to get married. These days, you see how girls are so desperate to go into marriage, not realizing the consequences or the ups and downs they are going to be experiencing in the marriage. Going to marriage is not a taboo. It's not forbidden. It's a very beautiful thing. Marriage is a very beautiful thing. It's very sweet. This thing called marriage is very sweet. Marriage is honorable by God. It's very, very good. I am not disputing that fact. Marriage is good. But whom are you marrying to? What are you going to experience in that marriage? What's going to be the outcome as you are going through that marriage is what you are going to be talking about. When we are talking about marriage, it's not just like, oh, I want to have my home, I want to live in a house with my husband. No. Marriage is just the man or the woman you are marrying to. That's how I see my own marriage. If you want to get married, it's not just the wedding. When girls, they see other girls doing wedding, having their wedding ceremonies, the ashwebi, the musicians, the food, the decorations, the clothes, they just feel like, oh my God, it's like heaven. I want to get married too. And in so doing, you end up with someone whom you are not compatible with, somebody you don't have connection with. Please, when you are going into a marriage, you have to think twice. There are things you put into consideration before going into marriage. Marriage is not something you just run into and you run out. As you are going into that marriage, there are things you have to put into consideration, like, am I compatible with this person? Is this person going to accept what is going to come up in this marriage? Like, for example, you are married to Mr. Joseph, and maybe somewhere along the line, you guys cannot have a child, or you can't bear a child for the guy, for your husband. Is he going to stay with you forever? Is he going to push you out to get another woman to give him children? That's another thing you have to consider. Is this man going to provide for me, like, all my needs? I know you might be working as a lady. There are times I'm not praying for anything to happen to you. I'm just giving instance. Maybe you lost your job and you don't have a job, you're not able to find a job at that time. Will your husband be able to support you? Will he still see you as a wife? Will he still respect you? That is another thing you have to put into consideration. Then another thing you have to put into consideration is, this man, is this someone that will stay by me when I'm sick? Yeah. So you can get married. I'm just talking about the lady side now. You can get married and maybe it's not the marriage. Something can happen, maybe accident, or you felt sick, or something happened to you. You are down. You can't walk. You can't do nothing. You are just like vegetables sometimes. At times, will your husband stay with you? Will he stay? That is another thing. I know some people will say they will say, God forbid I will not get sick. No, nobody pray to be sick. Nobody planned whatever situation they are going through right now. They never planned it, but it just happened to them. That's another thing we should be looking at. If something happened to me with my partner, stay with me, will he be able to take me the way I am, or the way I'm going to be at that time? That's the things you should be thinking about. And another thing you will be considering as you are going into marriage, your in-laws, your brothers-in-law, sisters-in-law, mother-in-law, father-in-law, wherever, whoever they are. You also put those ones into consideration. Will these people like me? Will they give me peace in my husband's house? Will they let me be? Will they try to be controlling my husband? Would they be fighting me? No, like there are so many things you will need to ask yourself. And as you are asking yourself that question, the man you are going to get married to, you should also drive his attention to that and acting. All these things I mentioned now, are you ready to do them for me? Are you ready? Are you going to be there for me if something happens? Can you stand by me in any situation, in any condition? If he says yes, then you go into the marriage. If he says no, carry your bag and go. They don't force people to get married. And why most of our girls are so desperate this day, apart from the wedding, the decoration, and all the shows they are seeing out there, is parent, family members, neighbors, friends. Oh my God. Yes. When a lady is attained the age of getting married, when you have reached that age of getting married, and you don't even have a boyfriend, you see how your parent will be on your neck. Every day they will be nagging. Where is your boyfriend? Where is your boyfriend? Leave my house. Don't come stay in my house. You cannot stay in this house anymore. I can't continue to be feeding you. Your mates are in your husband's house. You are still here with me. It's a curse. No. The fact that your daughter has not gotten married at that age does not mean she is being cursed. She's not cursed. God is just waiting for the right person to locate her. Maybe the man who's going to be her husband is somewhere out there hustling for the future wife, hustling that he will not suffer when he eventually gets married. It's out there. He might be making money out there, or maybe he already has the money and he's just looking for his wife, but he has not found the woman. Maybe your daughter is in how do I say it? Okay, let's say your daughter is in Regina here, in Canada here, and the husband is in Nigeria. The husband is in Nigeria and he needed to come here and meet his wife. He might not know that he's going to meet someone in Canada. And maybe God has already arranged that the person this girl is going to get married to is in Africa. And how will they get married to someone that is in Africa? There must have to be a connection. Either they get travel to Nigeria and meet the guy, or the guy comes here if there is an opportunity and both of them meet and they get married. Yes, it happened. Maybe even right there in Africa, you have um you know, you haven't met this guy. The guy might be even your neighbor. Yeah, I've seen neighbor who get married. They've been there, but they never dated. They never even talk to each other. They only say hi. But in the end, they got married. It started somewhere. Yes. So maybe God has a reason for bringing those people to be in the same neighborhood, the same environment, and they be passing each other. There was nothing like relationship until maybe when the guy reached the age of getting married. He's kind of like looking for someone, and he was like, maybe this guy is available. He will not start seeing that girl as somebody he can actually sit down, talk to, or have something with. Yes. So, like, when a girl is so desperate, it's not their fault. I'm not blaming the girls who are so desperate to go into a marriage. It's not their fault. Most times, it's the fault of the parents, how they drive their girl children out there to go and get married. And they don't even care about the men they are bringing to the house. That's why you see some girls, they end up with somebody they might have been thinking is not their spec, it's not my class, it's not my type. Why would I get married to this kind of person? They might be dating someone. You as a girl, you might be dating a guy. You might be dating this guy just for money. Maybe the guy will be supporting you. You just feel like, let me just be dating him because of the money he's giving me. At times you end up marrying that guy. You will end up, those one you use for as a substitute, you say, let me just keep this one at the corner. That one you are keeping at the corner will end up becoming your husband. That's why I always advise people, if you know you cannot finish that cake, don't eat it. Don't even try it. Sometimes even that one you think is not your spec, it's not your class, it's not your type, you are just eating his money, blah blah blah. Sometimes that one will be taking you that you are not his type too. You haven't seen that one that you see, people will be asking you, why are you dating that guy? What did you see in that guy? Same way, that guy you think he's not your class, he's also taking you as you are not his class too. That's why you see women like some ladies who are very classic. When I mean classic, like if they speak, you see the English that will be coming out from their mouth. It's like when you are pouring water into a cup. If you talk of beauty, they have everything. Talk of brain, they have it. They are there. You see the way they carry themselves. But at the end, you see the men they end up with. And those men will be hitting them, they will be beating them, they will be punishing these women. When you not see them, like, why you like you that is so classy? How come you not see the guy that is punishing him in the house, that is giving her headache, that is punishing her in the house? You'll be surprised. Say this one that is punishing that woman, this one. That's how life is. That's why when you are making a choice, please settle down and hear from God. God might be telling you something, but you will not tell you. Say, maybe because people are they're saying, I'm old. How old are you? So people will say, if I don't get married now, I will enter menopause. Which menopause? Which menopause are you entering? So you are not the one to direct God or tell God when you are supposed to get married. It's not God that will decide for you. I know why I'm saying this. Many of us have entered into marriage. At the end, we are regretting. We are regretting. And another thing, the men we are getting married to, we don't even take time to observe them. Because you are with this guy, maybe he lives in a 2-bedroom apartment. You go there, you fry plantain for him, you cook white jollof rice for him. You feel like, honey, I'm hungry. Go to Mr. Big, go to a different restaurant to buy you food. And whenever you asking for money, maybe it's not rich. It's just an average civil servant. He just give you a little bit. You say, the guy is trying, no. Even when the guy is not romantic, you are the only one doing the romantic. You are the only one doing everything because you just want to get married. Then, when you eventually get married, that guy will be using you anyhow. Marriage is not supposed to be like that. Marriage is supposed to be for companionship. If you want to go into marriage, the first thing you have to consider is companionship. Why do I want to go into marriage? Why do I want to get married? I need somebody that can support me, that will be with me, that will be a companion to me. Like anything we want to do, the person can help you, support you both financially and otherwise. That's the first thing, because you feel you are lonely. You see, in this part of this, like in this Canada, I've been in Canada for like more than 7 years. I know so many things about Canada living. If you are in Canada, you are alone as a woman or a man. You are a bachelor, you are whatever. You are just single. If you are single, you pay bills and pay bills and pay bills. But if you are two, you have a partner, you guys can share it together. That's why you see most of these white people. Some of them, they are not married, but they are living as husband and wives. They are having a common law. They are not actually married, but they will be living together as man and wife. They share bills together. They even have joint account. Some of them, they have joint account. They have insurance. Everything they are doing, they do it together, but they are not married. Why? Because they want to help each other to pay their bills. But if you are single, you are a single lady, you are in this Canada, you are paying, you are working, my dear, all the money are going for the bills. If you are a man, you are in this Canada, you are alone, you are paying bills alone, you will hear it, you will sweat like this. But if you are two people in the house, even you guys are not married, you guys are doing boyfriend and girlfriend, and you are paying bills together, or you can, if you brought somebody to join you, both of you are paying the bills, then you feel okay. That is, it's not like when you are only you're doing it. That's what marriage is all about. Sharing. You marry somebody, you can share things with. Even bills, you can share bills with the person. Ideals. Marry somebody you have the same dreams with. The same dreams and idea. Not the one you will be going in this direction. The person you want to marry is going to the other direction. Or you are the one that your husband is the one that like football and you don't like football. I know that one is okay, but he's not the one that will put all his effort or the attention. Some men will be watching football. Like since morning they have been in their couch watching football. The wife will be calling, he come and eat, come and eat. The man will not even listen. He prefers listening to or watching that football to the wife. That one aside. Another one is the in-laws. In-laws. You think about the in-laws you are going to meet, because you don't know them. As you are dating your guy, they might be coming as saints. They will be, I like you, I like you. By the time you come into that home, they will change. If your husband is the guy you are going to marry is the type, or your husband is the type that listen to the family, that always take things from the family, that always yield to the family advice, you will be in trouble. If your husband is the type that is also in control of his own family, it's two ways. The husband, maybe some people in your family likes you or like you. Maybe your sister-in-law, maybe two of your sister-in-law, you guys are very friendly. And your husband, maybe you guys have a misunderstanding. Those two that are very friendly, because they like you, they can just, they can be advising you. Some of them can be on your side. But when your husband is the head of their family, when I mean head, like your husband is the only one who is capable financially in that their family, is the only educated man in that family. And anytime he talks, the family, they move, they are shaking. My dear, if you eventually, both of you eventually quarrel or something happen, forget you are on your own, or you're for you. You see those family, even the one that like you before, those ones that like you, they will run, they will even be the one to join your husband and be pursuing you. They will, all of them will be against you. Except your husband is not the king in that family. He has people that can actually talk to him, that his head will come down. And those people, they like you. That's when you will win him. But if it's the one that the whole family are worshiping, and you and him quarrel, who will you now report to? Him? No. That's why you need to be watchful. Watch very well before you go into marriage. I have been there. I have been there. I know what I went through. Don't be so desperate. I am advising people. Like my younger sister. I have a younger sister. I think she should be 25 years old now. She'll be 26 this year. I called her. I said, my dear, don't be too in a hurry. If anybody is telling you to go get married, tell them to provide husband for you. You cannot settle for any man that just come your way. If this one come, Peter come, I want to marry you, say, maybe I will consider him. No. Try to find out what you want in a man. What do you really want? Don't let anybody put pressure on you. People are putting pressure on the girls these days. You are getting old. You are not ashamed, especially in Africa. It's getting too much. In this part of the world, like in Canada here, if somebody is not married, you cannot go to the person and start harassing the person or start pressuring the person. Why are you not married? You now be saying, why are you not married? You should go and get married. Say that, the person will sue you for it, for talking to her anyhow. They will ask you, is it your business? Are you the person? If you are married, you have children, you have everything working for you. Good for you. Not the one you now be telling another person, you are not ashamed of yourself. You are not even married. You are single at your age. Singleness kills, right? It kills person. No, it does not kill. And so people will say, don't be selective. Don't be so selective. Some girls, they are so selective. That's why they remain unmarried. No, they should not be selective. Any man that comes, they will just, enter. Because when they are leaving that marriage, when they are sending them away, you will be the one to accommodate them. So there are so many things we have to think of. And all those neighbors, those pocky nose. You didn't get married. Look at her. As old as she is, look at her. Later, your beauty will fade. Beauty does not fade. It's your heart that fades. I say it, beauty does not fade. Have you seen an old woman who is 90 years will be looking so beautiful? They will still do makeup. Come here, come and see all those old women. Go to a senior home. You will see those seniors, those all these grandma. See how they make up themselves. They will do nice makeup, put lipstick, put the foundation. Summertime, you come and see the shirt they are wearing. Are they not old? So does that mean they are still not beautiful? It's so do you go and push those ladies out there to go to in fact to die, because that one can also lead to that domestic violence that I talked about the last time in my video. When you marry somebody you are not compatible with, compatibility is very, very necessary in the marriage. You have to be compatible. Are you guys sharing the same dreams, the same vision, the same idea? Does my husband like what I like? That's what you should be thinking. If he does not like what you like, then don't consider that marriage. Don't consider marrying him. And sometimes when you are, I think sometimes another thing I was thinking also, sometimes it's good for us when we are going into a marriage, we should test our men. Test them. Just ask a question. Babe, honey, sweetie, whatever. For example, I marry you. I'm not able to conceive for you. Would you leave me? If he says yes, you know your womb is intact and it's good. Nothing affects your womb. Your womb is very good. Your fallopian tubes, everything are intact. Ask him, as I am, I'm okay. I'm fertile as a woman. What if I marry you today? Tomorrow, I could not get pregnant for you. Or maybe something happened to my womb and I'm not able to conceive. Would you still stay with me? Let the man answer you. If the man says, no, I can't stay with you if you cannot conceive, my dear, that man is not your husband. If he says he can stay with you no matter what, even if you don't have a child, I'm not marrying you because of children. But if God gives us children, we will be glad. I will be glad and I will love you because I love children. But if it's not happening, that is not the reason why I married you. Then you know that that one is God sent. It's your husband. I remember somebody told me, one guy told me here in Canada here at the time. He said, sometimes he wondered why a man will leave his wife. We abandon his wife. We send his wife away because of infertility, because the woman cannot conceive. He said when he was going to marry a woman, there was a woman he really wanted to marry, that he really loved that woman. He has already proposed. His family, they already know. They were actually going to the woman's family to see them for an introduction. On his way to that introduction, he met his present wife. And his parents said, you know what? She was not wearing nothing, no makeup, nothing. It was in the village. He said he was in the car when he saw this girl. As immediately he saw this girl, he just touched his uncle and asked, who is that girl? The uncle said, oh, it's one man like that, the daughter. Said, she's in this village. Said, yeah, but she's a graduate. She just finished her NYSC. No, really? And the brother was kind of wondering why he was asking that question. And he's like, that girl, uncle, I think I like her. The uncle wanna, what about the one you are coming to see the family? Say, I'm not interested anymore. I just want that girl. That girl is my wife. Say, how do you know? Say, she's my wife. I don't know who she is. I don't care. Do you know the guy said when he met his wife, when they actually went to the family to seek this girl, and he married? No, not he married, just to see her. And the girl, when the girl saw him, the girl was kind of like, yes, God have answered my prayers. That is my husband. In her heart, but she didn't tell the guy until they were going to get married before she told the guy, and was like there was a connection between both of them. But the guy asked the girl the girl question, like he was saying this like, honey, babe, if I marry you, know that I love you. Know that you are part of me. Know that you are my missing rib. That is why I am marrying you. I am not marrying you because of children. He said why he used that language because one of his uncle actually got married for years, no children. He ended up sending that woman away, and that thing broke his heart because the woman was a good woman. And he told the wife, please, if we get married and you are not able to give me a child, I will not send you away. I will not leave you. And the wife was like, she was not angry. She was not happy. She was like, why would you be telling me this? I will have a child. My womb is okay. I don't have problem. Do you think I have problem? I never told you I had problem. I don't have problem. The guy was like, no, I am telling you, nobody plans for problem. I know we are not going to have problem. But what if eventually happens? Maybe you cannot conceive or something happen. And the wife was like, no, I don't want to hear that. And he said, do you know that when they got married, they were trying. They try. And the wife was like, if that thing you said that time, that's why I'm not conceiving now. Why did you ask that? The guy said, no problem. I am still with you. Until God finally blessed them with 2 kids. The wife wanted to have more kids. The guy said no, that he only wants, even if it's just one, even if they don't have, as long as he's happy with his wife. So, like, I don't know, especially in Africa, like, men, I know, like, I don't know how to say this. If I say this, they will say maybe because it's in you, because you also have that kind of let me rest there. If you are going into marriage, the first thing you should put into consideration is that compatibility, companionship, that connection, friendship. Marriage has to be like, you have to be like friends, best of friends, not like, oh, I'm marrying you because of children. Children should be like secondary, not primary in the marriage. So, those desperate sisters, please, I am begging you, don't let anybody pressure you. If they pressure you, tell them to give you husband. If they give you, you will marry. Stop listening to them. Don't look at the wedding that's going on. Do you know how many marriages are broken? Even the one I've seen, because it's something, maybe I may say something saying something on this. Some people will say she's just trying to make a story. I'm not making a story. This one is actually my friend. She got married that time when I got married. After my own was after 1 month, she got married. Do you know that on the day of her wedding, after the wedding, when she and her husband supposed to go for honeymoon, the family, the in-laws, they asked her to go to family's house and start pounding. And after she finished cooking, they beat her up. They said, we never wanted our son to marry you. The next time, I think about 3 days, she came to my house. If you see her face, was the bruises on her face, where they beat her up. Huh? They beat her up, and the husband could not do anything. And that guy still left her until God finally blessed her with a man of God that she's married to now with kids. My friend, I'm not lying. She also admitted that she was so desperate. She wanted to just marry. That's why I said we should not be so desperate to get married. Let us not be so desperate. Let us wait for God's time. God's time is always the best. Even while we are looking for children. That one, we'll talk about that one next time. We should not be so desperate. We'll go and end up with somebody you don't want to end up with. That's why people are having domestic violence everywhere. Because you are not compatible. You keep fighting here and there. Please, girls, both home and abroad, everywhere, please, stop being so desperate to go get married. You don't know whom you are getting married to. Please. The guy might be in love with you. He might really love you. He might really love you the way like you never can imagine. But the family and the bad friends that they are keeping, they will be saying all kind of things. Another thing, man that listen to his friend, they are those men, they are not men, they are not real men. Some men, they, whatever is going on with you, go and tell your friends outside. They will not be telling you what to do with your wife. And you now say, it wasn't my idea, it was my friends and family. The friends and family, they are putting pressure on me. Maybe you are married, you don't have a child. Your husband will be worrying you, be disturbing you. Then he now tell you, it's not my fault. My friends and family, they are putting pressure on me. Are your friends and family the one marrying your wife or you? Is it not what you choose? I think marriage is supposed to be what you choose. It's just like when you go to the market. Whatsoever you see in the market, that's what you buy. You see those perishable items that you bought, like you go and buy tomatoes and you now go and return. Maybe when you were buying, it was sealed. They already told you don't return. Then you come home and open the tomato, you see that the tomato is already rotten inside. Can you return it? No, because it's what you see. There are things we buy sometimes, we say, hey, look at it, after opening and say, there's nothing inside, just like sardine. Sardines. Sometimes you see two fish inside. Sometimes you see one. Sometimes they're very small. Now, why now? This one didn't. Sometimes you see two big ones. They are inside the can, inside the sardine. You now say, oh, I'm very lucky today. That's how marriage is. Marriage. Try and have patience and let God do his will. God cannot make a mistake. If he says wait for him. Some people say, how do you hear from God? You hear. Yes. And another thing, why you are being so desperate, when you find somebody, some people will have two men in their lives. They will give their name to a man of God or whoever. They say, let me check. Among these two, who is better? They will not be choosing for you. Who sees tomorrow? No one. All those ones they are doing, it doesn't work. Some people, the pastor will say, okay, this one is John. The other one is Peter. Peter is better than John. In the future, he will have money. It's not that one. It's you that will now use your mind to calculate who is better among these two. The one that will favor you. How would you know the one that will favor you? When you are moving with a man, when you are courting a man, you are dating a man or a guy, there must be that, if he has a bad character, you must see one or two, that one or two characters, that bad ones, you must see in him before you get married to him. If he's a woman beater, there is no day before you get married that he will not shout at you or try to raise his hand. Any man when you are dating him that try to, like, if I hit you, be watchful. Know that man will eventually want to hit you. Any man that already raised his hand up like this to slap, you want to slap a woman, as long as you have made an attempt to slap that woman, the man will slap the woman. He will beat the woman when they get married. And the one that also leave the house when there is quarrel is going on. Any little thing you carry your back, pium. Any little thing you go and sleep outside, you go and some of them go and drink away their sorrow. They will go and be smoking. Some of them will go and look for a woman to sleep with. Also be careful. You see that God fearing. When I mean God fearing, I know everybody, we are scared of God, but there are things we are doing, we are not scared. We are scared of God himself. But there are things God says we should not do, but we are not scared to do those things. When I mean God fearing man, a God fearing man simply means a man that respects a woman, that respects your feelings, that know the value of a woman. That is just God fearing. It's not the one they say he's fearing God because he will not do this to you. A man that respects a woman, that one is the God fearing. He knows your value. He knows what you are worth. Even when you have issues with him, there's a way he will, bring you close to him, make you feel like a woman. He will see you as part of him. That's why you see some men, if maybe their wife packed, or the both of them, they left each other, they can't stay. The man cannot stay. We say, my wife, why, how come? You see those devil that you marry to, they will even want you to die. They will say, that my wife, let her die so I can have peace. My dear, I'm not wishing you that. I wish you a good man. All those sisters out there who are you know searching, looking for, using touch to search for their husbands, their future husband. I wish you good luck. You will find a good man. Just a side patient. You are going to find a good man. Don't let people push you. Okay? I'm going to leave you leave you here. So I will not talk too much today. Okay. Thank you for listening to my videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, share my video. We're going to be talking a lot more on different topic on this channel. Kate Alexi. Bye and have a good day.